And welcome back to Algona High School. It's just about time for first serve. The Iowa Falls-Alden Cadets and the Algona Bulldogs. It's all right here on Hometown Radio KLGA. Thank you so much for joining me. Mark Randy with you here on KLGA. Thanks to Mike Vandy back in our Hometown Radio studios as well. Again, it's Pink Out Night here at Algona High School. The Bulldogs clad in their bright pink jerseys, numbers in lighter pink outlined in black. The Bulldogs will be on my right side in this first set, and the Cadets of Iowa Falls-Alden, they will be on my left, and I believe they will be beginning with the ball to serve here in this one. Again, Algona, they enter 13-12 on the year, 2-1 in conference play, and Iowa Falls-Alden, the Cadets, at 9-5. They are 1-2 in conference play as well. Of course, the same conference, the North Central Conference. The Cadets have taken the floor. Meanwhile, the Bulldogs getting some last-second instructions from their head coach, Shelly Tierhardt, who was recently inducted into the Buena Vista Athletics Hall of Fame. That was just last week. Made a trip out there during the football game there on Saturday. Now back here, of course, in Algona, coaching these Algona Bulldogs. Hopefully to a victory here tonight versus the Iowa Falls-Alden Cadets. So the Bulldogs now taking the floor off to my right. Iowa Falls-Alden huddling on the floor off to my left. And it's time for volleyball. Thanks for joining us here on Hometown Radio KLGA. Second volleyball broadcast of the week. We have more sports coverage for you coming up tomorrow night, of course. It's high school football Friday night. Out there for the Bulldogs, Molly McCauley along with Abby Holmes, Cam Etherington, Lillian Etherington, Alayla Perry, and Alexa Chase for the Algona Bulldogs. Officials just checking on some things. I think we are just about ready. Bulldogs will put a new player in. Chase sits down, and it's Alyssa Henches that comes in for her. She will begin at the libero position for these Algona Bulldogs, and it will be Algona to serve first. Back to claim the ball is the senior, Molly McCauley, and it's time for volleyball here on Hometown Radio. McCauley bounces the ball a few times with both hands, slaps the ball over the net, and we are underway here in Algona. Set for the Cadets, goes deep and just free-balled over back to the Bulldogs. Etherington sets middle for Abby Holmes. A swing, a touch the net, kept alive by Iowa Falls-Alden, and pushed back over this time by Mulford, and it's down to the floor for a kill. Well, that was Wibholm on the kill. She was maybe about 6-7 feet away from the net, but still was able to find the floor. It's 1-0 Iowa Falls-Alden. That ball just in front of the diving Alyssa Henches. Now on serve for Iowa Falls-Alden is Abby Redmond. Bulldogs set near side, swing Holmes, cross-court diving save, Wibholm. Back to the Cadets on the far side, Wibholm again, cross-court swing, down for a kill. Right between Cam Etherington and Alyssa Henches. It's 2-0 Iowa Falls-Alden early on. So back to serve again is the senior Abby Redmond. The most used server on this Cadets team. This is her 144th attempt of the season. It's a good one, taken by Henches. Now Etherington sets near side for Abby Holmes. A swing taken by the libero. That is, stalls her that time, and it's free balled back over to the Bulldogs. And just a hit back over by Molly McCauley, back to Iowa Falls-Alden. Set goes near side for Ellie Wood. A swing, and it's a kill. Took a touch at the net, barely, and then down the floor. It's 3-0 Iowa Falls-Alden. Next service over again, taken by the Bulldogs. Etherington racing that one down, sets it backwards, and the swing over that time by Alayla Perry went beyond the antenna on the far side, so it's a point for Iowa Falls-Alden. It's 4-0 and a quick timeout called by Shelly Tierhardt. A quick start for the Iowa Falls-Alden Cadets. They have that 4-0 advantage here in this first set. This broadcast brought to you by Algona Frame and Auto Body, collision specialist at Total Commitment to Excellence. Also by Water Connection, from softeners to bottled water and service, call 295-SOFT. By Dump It, commercial and residential garbage. They do the work so you don't have to. You got it? They'll dump it. By Hy-Vee, use the fuel saver. Fill your car to fuel your car. By Algona Livestock, Auction Highway 169 North, sale every Monday. And by Lusher Family Dentistry, serving your family since 1965 on Call Street in Algona. Back on serve for Iowa Falls-Alden is Abby Redmond. Her service goes down the middle, and it's an ace. at the last moment, Alyssa Hench just ducked out of the way of that one, thinking that Cam Etherington behind her was going to get it. It bounced off her knee, down for an ace. It's 5-0 Iowa Falls-Alden. Next service for Redmond, this time taken by Henches. Etherington sets for Holmes. Near side cross-court swing kept alive by the libero, way back beyond the floor, and free-balled over backwards by Wibholm. Back to the Bulldogs. Back line. Etherington sets middle for Holmes. Her swing blocked but out of bounds. Point Algona. The Bulldogs get on the board here. Trail 5-1, and now a sub for the Bulldogs. Ashlyn Young checks in, placing Alayla Perry. Also Alexa Chase in for the Algona Bulldogs. Service over by Young. Set goes middle. A tap over by Wibholm. It's tracked down by the Bulldogs. Etherington sets for Holmes. Again, a tap over. Waiting for it, Wibholm. Now a set to the far side. Back to Wibholm. Blocked back. Pinballing around down to the floor. The Bulldogs pick up a block. It's Chase and Etherington on the block. And the Bulldogs back-to-back points. 5-2 Iowa Falls-Alden leads. On to serve again, Ashlyn Young. Short service, taken by Wibholm. Back set, near side, swing for Alexis Hill. Kept alive by McCauley into the net. And a violation on the Bulldogs as Etherington could not quite track that one down before it hit off the net. 6-2 now, Iowa Falls-Alden. 4-point lead and on to serve. Service is over. It's taken by Etherington. Now free-balled up in the air. It'll be a 4-hit violation as that free ball did not quite go over the net, and Algona had no chance. Next touch by Abby Holmes is the 4th. So point to Iowa Falls-Alden, 7-2. Next service goes cross-court down to an E. Holmes has it. Chase sets back for Holmes. Near side cross-court swing for a kill. A topspin C. And the Bulldogs back within 4 at 7-3.
The Bulldog lineup, number 15,
Shaylin Knapp checks in. She will serve for Algona, giving a rest to Lillian Etherington. The Bulldogs running that dual center lineup. Service over by Knapp. Taken by the Cadets. Far side, a flat-footed swing by McKibben. Diving save, a pancake there by Young. It goes over for a kill. Ashlyn Young, a headlong dive. Barely got her hand under that ball, but also got it over the net. And down for a point. 7-4, Algona back within 3. Next serve for Knapp is a good one. Taken by the Cadets. Back set goes near side for Wibholm off the top of the net, kept alive by the Bulldogs. Holmes sets middle, and Young tries to tap over, but it goes into the net. So a point again for Iowa Falls-Alden. They're back in front by 4, 8-4. But the Bulldogs steadying themselves a bit after falling behind 5-0. Now on to serve is the junior Jenny Wibholm. Service is a deep one, taken by McCauley. Knapp back sets for Holmes. Far side swing down the line, kept alive by Wibholm. Poked back over, back to the Bulldogs. Knapp backs at Holmes again. Cross-court swing for a kill. Took a touch in the middle part of the floor off the hands of the senior Abby Redmond, but could not quite control it as it sailed behind her. And the Bulldogs are back within 3, 8-5, and now Abby Holmes will serve. Senior service is a deep one. Taken by the Cadets, set to the far side, tapped over by Harding, kept alive by Algona. And now a deep set and a swing for Abby Holmes, saved in the back line by the Cadets. And now tapped over by Wibholm, but it goes out wide to the right. I said tapped because I thought it was going to be a tap, but it was a deep, hard swing. A little too much on it there by Wibholm, and the Bulldogs are within 2, 8-6. Holmes next serve, taken by Wibholm. Set goes near side, an off-balance swing for Osmond, waiting for it to the Bulldogs. Young, a deep set for Holmes. Her swing goes into the net on the right side. She was closer to the back line of the net that time when she had that swing. Now 9-6, Iowa Falls-Alden leads. Mulford checks in for Iowa Falls-Alden. She will serve, replacing Elizabeth Osmond, the junior. But 9-6, Iowa Falls-Alden in this first set. Service over, taken by Young. Now Knapp sets near side for Molly McCauley. Long swing, it's kept alive momentarily. Racing effort is kept alive again, but the Cadets cannot quite get it over the net. It was a good swing by McCauley, kept alive by the libero, then tracked down by Wibholm, but almost went out of the gym on the far side of the floor, and the Cadets cannot track that next one down. So the Bulldogs now within 2 again, 9-7, and to serve the senior Alyssa Henches. Line drive serve. The Cadets, though, handle it. That goes to the far side for Redmond. Swing blocked up into the air, and a point for Iowa Falls-Alden. A lift called against the Bulldogs. A good job there by Perry on the block, but could not quite get under it again after her original block. And it's a point for the Cadets. They now lead by 3, 10-7. And it will be McKibben to serve, the junior for the Cadets. To the far side, taken by Etherington. Now a set in the middle for McCauley, blocked back, punched back to Iowa Falls-Alden side. Tapped over by the setter, and it falls to the floor for a kill. Right there, the Cadets just caught the Bulldogs. It's 11-7, Iowa Falls-Alden. Next service for McKibben, taken by Henches. Knapp sets near side for McCauley. Swing goes off the... No, it goes on the left side of the antenna. So it's out and a point for Iowa Falls-Alden. I thought maybe took a touch of the net, but just wide of the antenna. So a point for Iowa Falls-Alden again, 12-7. Next service taken by Algona. Knapp back sets for McCauley. Off-balance swing. Waiting for it, though, is Mulford. Now far side, a swing for Whipholm, and it's a kill. Right through the middle part of the defense, found the back line. It's now 4 straight points won by Iowa Falls-Alden. They lead by 6 once again. And this is their largest lead of the set, 13-7. They did lead 5-0 early. Service for McKibben. Henches has it. Now Knapp sets middle, tapped over by McCauley. Diving save by Mulford, and now free balled over by Alexis Hill back to Algona. Knapp back sets, middle, swing McCauley, block, punching around back to the Bulldogs side somehow. Knapp sets again for Perry, near side swing into the net. And a point for the Cadets again, 14-7. That's 5 straight points won by Iowa Falls-Alden after Algona got within 2 at 9-7. The serve again, Riley McKibben. Service taken by Henches towards the back line. Now Holmes to Etherington, who free ball is over. Back to Iowa Falls-Alden. Set middle, swing for Hill off the block, up the line by Algona. Now a swing for McCauley. It's just wide to the left. But McCauley had the good angle and nearly put that one down for a kill, but just a matter of inches wide to the left, and a timeout called by Algona and head coach Shelley Tierhardt. It's now 15-7. Iowa Falls-Alden leads the Algona Bulldogs in this first set. Well, this broadcast also brought to you by Lusher Family Dentistry, serving your family since 1965 on Call Street in Algona. By Styles Salon, your salon in Algona. Create yourself. By Farmers State Bank, proud to be part of our community for over 100 years, with offices in Algona, Whittemore, and West Bend. By Catholic Charities, offering professional counseling services to families and individuals of all faiths. Learn more at cathchar.com. By Algona Plumbing and Heating, where a good flush beats a full house. And by Grassmasters, get tips and advice from their lawn care professionals. Grassmasters, growing satisfied customers. All sponsors of this broadcast on Hometown Radio. Again, midway through set 1, it's 15-7 in favor of Iowa Falls-Alden. They're in the midst of a 6-point run right now after Algona got back within 2. Currently, though, an 8-point Iowa Falls-Alden lead. Riley McKibben will serve. Line drive serve taken by Etherington. Knapp now sets middle for McCauley. Swing and a kill. Off the forearms of Mulford, who had it in her tracks, but kind of a wild take. It falls down to the floor. And the Bulldogs snap that streak of 6 straight points won by Iowa Falls-Alden. Now the Bulldogs within 7 at 15-8 in this first set. Cam Etherington will serve for Algona. Service is a deep one. It's taken by Whipholm. Now set far side swing for Hill. Punched around back to the Iowa Falls-Alden side and just tapped over by Whipholm. Back to Algona. Etherington sets middle. Swing from McCauley. Takes a touch, but down for a kill. Off the hands that time of Whipholm, who got it high into the air but away from the rest of her defenders. And another point for the Bulldogs on the kill by McCauley. 15-9. Now going back within 6. And Cam Etherington back to serve again. Serve goes into the net. 16-9, Iowa Falls-Alden. They have a good contingent of fans on hand here as well. Their student section down to my right making some noise. It is Iowa Falls-Alden leading by 7, 16-9. And Bergenzel on to serve, and her service goes into the net. So, back-to-back service errors, one by Algona, one by Iowa Falls-Alden. And the Bulldogs back within 6, 16-10. And now Molly McCauley will serve for Algona. Senior service is cross court taken. That time by Bergenzoll. Now set far side swing. Wibholm blocked back, pinballing around, pushed back to the Algona side. Perry a swing. Still live on the far side for Iowa Falls-Alden. Free ball back over by Wibholm to the Bulldogs. Etherington sets for Holmes. A tap over and a kill. Well, Holmes saw the wide open space just beyond the net on the near side and found it with that soft tap. And Algona is within 5, 16-11. McCauley's next service from the far side goes short, tipped off the top of the net and rolls over. Saved by Iowa Falls-Alden and free balled over to the back line. Back to Algona, near side of Holmes, a swing. Cross court, pushed back near the net. Set far side, tapped over by Wibholm to the Bulldogs. Etherington sets far side, Holmes a swing. Blocked back, saved by Etherington. Now set middle for Perry, tapped over. Iowa Falls-Alden waiting for it. To the far side, Wibholm a swing. Cross court, Henches has it for Algona. Etherington sets deep middle and Henches free balls over. Back to the Cadets. Set goes middle, tap over by Miller, back to the Bulldogs. And the far side just pushed over again by McCauley to the Cadets. Free ball back towards the net. Punched over somehow by Wibholm. Back to Algona. Henches tracks it down. Free ball back over by Etherington to the Cadets. Set tapped over and it's for a kill. Abby Redmond, the setter, ends that rally with a kill on just a tap right over the net, similar to what Abby Holmes did a play ago. 17-11 Iowa Falls-Alden. That was quite the point. And now Redmond will serve. Cross court to Etherington. Now a set middle. Perry blocked back and a violation on the Bulldogs. No, they say it actually was not blocked back. Hit off the top of the net and bounced back to Algona. And then a 4-hit violation. 18-11 Iowa Falls-Alden. Service taken by Henches. Tapped over by the setter. Back to Algona. Now back to Iowa Falls-Alden as they set near side swing for Hill. Kept alive at first by McCauley, but then it caroms into the stands. So point again for Iowa Falls-Alden. They lead 19-11. They've won 3 straight points in this first set. Next serve for Redmond. Henches to Etherington. Set for Holmes. Near side swing off a touch of the net. Popped up into the air and free balled over by Wibholm back to Algona, but it's just a bit long. 19-12 now the score, and the Bulldogs, some subs. Alexa Chase checks in. Ashlyn Young checks in. Replacing Henches and Perry. Young's service. Taken by Wibholm, now set far side for Osmond, kept alive by Abby Holmes. Etherington sets back for Holmes. Her swing down the middle, diving save by the Cadets. Sets to the far side of the swing for Wibholm. Diving effort by Young. Could not quite get enough air under it though. It's down for a kill. 20-12, Iowa Falls-Alden leads. Service over by Iowa Falls-Alden. They lead by 8 points. Set near side for Algona for Abby Holmes, and it's a kill. Good effort there by Iowa Falls-Alden. A diving save attempt by Bergenzoll, but could not quite get her hand under that ball. She had a split second after it bounced off the hardwood, so a kill for Abby Holmes. The Bulldogs back within 7, 20-13, and Shayla Knapp into serve. Service taken by the Cadets as Osmond sets near side swing for Wibholm off the block, but the block goes out of bounds. Point for the Cadets. 21-13. The junior, Jenny Wibholm, is having a good first set. She's now on serve. 4 points away are the Cadets in this first set, 21-13. Wibholm's serve is deep, and it's long. Smart decision by Molly McCauley to let that one sail past her. The Bulldogs get a point there on the service error. It's now 21-14, and Holmes is on to serve for Algona. Taken by Wibholm. Now a set near side flat-footed swing by Osmond to the back line, taken by Knapp. Now Holmes sets near side, tapped over by Etherington, high into the air. Popped back up, and it falls for a kill. Well, the Cadets, they're kind of discombobulated. And it eventually falls down to the floor as Etherington picks up a kill. 21-15, next serve by Holmes. Set to the far side for Harding. Nice take by Young, and Holmes sets near the net and just free balled back over by McCauley to the Cadets. Set goes to the far side for Harding. Her swing is long and wide to the left. The Bulldogs now 3 consecutive points, 4 of the last 5, and they're back within 5, 21-16 in this first set. Holmes next serve. Down the middle. Set goes middle. Swing for Wibholm. It's long, excuse me. Close. The Bulldogs pick up another point, now 21-17. And Iowa Falls-Alden now calls a timeout in this first set. The Bulldogs on a run. They've won 4 in a row, 5 of the last 6. And they're back within 4. The Bulldogs need to continue this rally here out of the timeout. As Iowa Falls-Alden still close and still in control of the set for the time being, but Bulldogs trying to change that here. It was a very quick start for Iowa Falls-Alden. They've got out to a 5-0 lead. Since then, it's been pretty even. The Bulldogs, since that 5-0 run, they actually have outplayed Iowa Falls-Alden 17-16. There was also a 6-point rally for Iowa Falls-Alden in the middle of the set. It went from 9-7 to 15-7. They got those rallies, and the Bulldogs have dominated the rest of the way, but of course you can't do that. Holmes on the serve again for Algona. Almost an ace diving save, though, by the Cadets. Free-balled over by Wibholm, back to the Bulldogs. Knapp sets near side, tap over by McCauley. It's a kill. Well, wide open spaces in the middle of the defense, and Iowa Falls-Alden made a mistake there. An easy point for the Bulldogs. They're within 3, 21-18. Holmes next serve. Taken by the Cadets. Set near side, just tapped over by Osmond, back to Algona. Holmes, back set, near side. Etherington tapped off a touch, popped up in the air. Set far side, swing for Harding. Punched back over, now it adjusts the net, and it's pushed back to Algona's side as Holmes tracks it down. Knapp sets middle and tapped over by McCauley. Now to the far side, swing blocked back by Harding. Diving effort by the Cadets, but it falls to the floor for a kill. A block at the net, and Algona's within 2. 21-19. The Bulldogs have won 6 straight points, 7 of 8. Holmes serves again. Tips off the net. Diving save by Wibholm. Tapped over by the setter. Now far side. Knapp set middle, and it's swing by McCauley. Blocked back. Punch back to the Iowa Falls-Alden side. On the far side, Harding a swing high off a block down to the floor for a kill. 22-19 Iowa Falls-Alden. They snapped that streak of 6 straight points won by the Algona Bulldogs. And 7 of 8. Now Iowa Falls-Alden 3 points away from a set 1 victory on to serve. This is Jocelyn Mulford. Service goes deep, taken by Young. Knapp sets near side for Molly McCauley. Swing high off the block, kept alive by Iowa Falls-Alden. Now to the far side for McKibben. Her shot goes into the net, and a point for the Bulldogs again. They're back within 2, 22-20. And a couple of subs as Hentges and Perry check in. Giving a rest to Chase and Young. It is Hentges to serve. Down 2 late in this first set. Service taken by Wibholm. Set far side. Swing for Harding. It's long. And the Bulldogs have climbed back within 1. 22-21. So the 20-12 lead for Iowa Falls-Alden. Now another timeout called by the Cadets. It was 20-12. Algona has outscored Iowa Falls-Alden 11-2 since that point. Well, this broadcast brought to you by American Glass. For all your glass needs, think American. By Walker Chiropractic and Wellness, serving Algona, Sway City, and the surrounding areas with chiropractic, massage, nutrition. By Dr. Bill Stroman, giving you something to smile about. And by the Chrome Restaurant and Catering. Nightly specials including pasta night on Thursdays and prime rib special for 2 every Saturday night, along with daily specials. All sponsors of this broadcast on Hometown Radio. 22-21, Iowa Falls-Alden. They've led really the entire way in this first set, but the Bulldogs trying to sneak back into it. They have Alyssa Hentges, one of their seniors, on to serve. Her service is high, taken to the back line, now set, tapped over. Waiting for it, though, is Knapp. Hentges sets deep middle, a swing for Holmes to the back line. Cadets, though, they recover. Now a deep swing for Wibholm, back to Algona. Holmes has it. Knapp sets near the net, near side for Etherington. Tapped over, diving save, still in the air, and free ball back over by the Cadets, back to Holmes. What an effort. Knapp sets middle, swing McCauley. Did it take a touch of the net? Yes, it did. Point Algona. The Cadets did not think it took a touch. They were celebrating, but now they see the score is tied. as the swing by McCauley went long, but it took a minor touch at the net. We're tied at 22. Hentges now to serve for the lead. Taken by Wibholm. Set middle, back for Wibholm. She taps over. Kept alive by Hentges. In the middle, swing from McCauley. Pinballing around back to the Algona side. Knapp sets middle. McCauley again. Punched back by Wibholm to Algona. Knapp sets middle. McCauley a third time. It's the kill off the block. The Bulldogs have a lead, 23-22. What a comeback for the Algona Bulldogs. 2 points away from a set 1 win. Hentges' next service. Taken by Wibholm. Set right back to her deep middle of the court. Almost blocked back still on the Algona side. Etherington taps over off the block. It's a kill again. Harding got a hand on the block, then tapped high into the air and fell right behind her. No one could react in time. It falls to the floor. Algona set point, 24-22. Service over. Cadets set far side. Swing Harding. It's out. Long. And Algona roars back and takes set number 1, 25-22. What a first set. Oh my goodness. Algona was behind 20-12. They win 25-22 in set number 1. What a first set of action. We have at least 2 more sets coming up here on Hometown Radio. We'll take a quick break, a 1-minute break. We'll come back. We'll wrap up this first set. Take a look at set number 2 that's on the way right after this on Hometown Radio, KLGA. We're back here at Algona High School getting ready for set number 2. And if set 1 was any indicator, well, this second set is going to be a lot of fun as well. The Cadets now on my right side, Algona on my left. The Bulldogs trailed 20-12 in that first set. Looked like Iowa Falls-Alden was going to cruise to a set 1 win. Then Algona absolutely turned it on. They fell behind 20-12. And they closed the set on a 13-2 run to win that first set. Hard to play better volleyball than Algona did in those 15 points. They were aided by a couple mistakes here and there by the Cadets, certainly, but the Bulldogs, a lot of that was their own doing. And they earned that set 1 victory again. Final score 25-22. And now we'll see how the Cadets come out and respond after stomaching that tough set 1 loss. First few points here, I think, are important for both teams. Iowa Falls-Alden does not want to fall behind and continue the way that first set ended. Algona wants to keep it going, keep it rolling, and build a lead here early on in this second set. Here the Algona student section in the background. They're fired up here on the pink out night here at Algona High School. And now we're ready here for set number 2. Hentges, Holmes, both Etheringtons, along with Perry and McCauley out there for the Bulldogs. It is, though, Iowa Falls-Alden to serve with the senior Abby Redmonds. Her service is over, and set number 2 is underway. Etherington sets far side for Holmes. Her swing, cross court, taken that time by Hayden Miller. Now near side of swing for Wibholm. Cross court, wide to the right. Point for Algona, 1-0. Well, a good setup there by Iowa Falls-Alden. Swing, though, just a bit too wide to the right. Now a sub coming in for the Bulldogs. A couple of subs. Perry and Hentges out. Young in. She will serve along with Chase in the front line. Service over by Young. Taken by Wibholm. Gets it right back on the set. Taps it over. Waiting for it is Etherington. But a violation called out. One was in the net there. 1-1. Cadets get that point there. Now to serve, Hayden Miller for Iowa Falls-Alden. Her service goes cross-court. Etherington has it. Now set far side for Holmes. Her swing down the line, and it just finds the back line. Oh, that was close. A rocket off the right hand of Abby Holmes, and Algona 2-1 lead early in the second set. Well, right through the defense, that shot by Holmes, and barely snuck in the back line. Shaylin Knapp now in to serve for Algona. That goes back near the net, now tapped over to the back line. Tracked down by Young for the Bulldogs. Set far side for Etherington, high off the block. Iowa Falls-Alden has it. Now in the middle, a swing for Wibholm, high off the block again, back to the Bulldogs. Knapp, back set, near side Holmes. Soft swing kept alive there on the back line by Bergenzel. Now tap goes over, but out of bounds off to the right. Actually goes on the far side of the antenna. So a point for the Bulldogs there again. It's 3-1 in the second set. Knapp on to serve again for the Bulldogs. Service down the middle. Taken by Redmond. Set far side for Wibholm. Swing down the line, but wide to the right again. Algona 4-1. Algona 1, set 1, 25-22 now lead here in the second, 4-1. Knapp's next serve down the line. At the last moment taken by Bergenzel. Now set near side. Swing blocked back. Alexa Chase on the solo block, and now timeout called Iowa Falls-Alden. 5-1, the Bulldogs have built a lead in this second set. Well, you remember how set number 1 began. It was a 5-0 Iowa Falls-Alden run. Kind of the flip here in the second set. It's 5-1, Algona in this second set. If you're Iowa Falls-Alden, what you're thinking here is, well, we were up 5-0 in the first and still lost that set. We can flip that script here, fall behind early and come back and win the second set. But the Bulldogs are thinking otherwise. They're continuing their run from the end of the first set. You think back to when it was 20-12 in that first set. Algona has now won 18 of the last 21 points. They run an 18-3 run, dating back to the end of that first set. 18-3 run for the Algona Bulldogs. 5-1 Algona. Now to service Shaylin Knapp. Service to the middle, taken by the Cadets. Now a set goes far side for Wibholm, and it's off the hands of Molly McCauley, then out of bounds. A nice swing and a kill for Wibholm as Iowa Falls-Alden gets back within 3, 5-2. It is now Wibholm to serve for the Cadets. Junior service is a soft one, far side, tracked down by Chase. Now Etherington back sets and tapped over by McCauley back to the Cadets. On the far side, set middle and free balled over by Miller. Back to the Bulldogs. Knapp sets near side, tapped over for Holmes, and a kill. And a fist bump as well for Abby Holmes. Now a 6-2 Bulldogs lead. He's used that tap that's off speed well so far. The defense reacting to her big arm, and she finds the opening right across the net. Now she's on serve, taken by Wibholm. Set goes middle, just tapped over by Osmond. Back to the Bulldogs now. Holmes sets far side for Etherington. Her cross-court swing, it's in for a kill. Well, hard to place that at one of the better spot, right on the back right corner. Dropped in for a kill for Cam Etherington. 7-2 Algona in the first. Holmes on serve again. Service goes to the back line, taken by Iowa Falls-Alden. Set near side swing, and a kill for Harding. Took a touch on the far side. No, they say Algona's point. And now overruled. Our up official is being overruled. It is a point for Iowa Falls-Alden. That is the right call. Algona thought for a moment they were going to get away with that. But a good job by our officials to get that call right. It might have took a touch at the net and on the back line. It certainly was touched at the back line by Ashlyn Young. But it might have took a touch at the net as well. Regardless, it is a point for Iowa Falls-Alden. They're back within 4 at 7-3. Now to serve is Mulford. Taken by the Bulldogs. Knapp sets far side for McCauley. Swing is long. So the Cadets back-to-back points. They're back within 3, 7-4. And staying on serve is the junior Jocelyn Mulford. 7-4 Bulldogs, set 2. Mulford serve, taken by Young. Knapp tracks down, that's set. Now it's Abby Holmes, a swing, tapped at the net. Cut the line by the Cadets. Near side swing for McKibben, blocked back, pinball run out of bounds for Algona. Chase and McCauley there on that block for the Bulldogs. 8-4 Algona. And now checking in to serve is Alyssa Henches, also Alayla Perry in for Algona. Henches' serve down the line, taken by Miller. Set near side swing for Harding, blocked around, but it finds the floor on the Algona side. Good effort at the net, but hit over to the left where no Bulldogs were. Down for a point for Iowa Falls-Alden, 8-5. The Cadets back on to serve. This is Riley McKibben, another junior for Iowa Falls-Alden. Her service goes cross court and it's an ace. Miscommunication there for Algona. Both Holmes and Henches thought the other were going to get it. It's in for an ace. Now 8-6. The Cadets fighting back. You bet they've won 4 of the last 5 points. They're within 2 in this second set. Next serve for McKibben, taken by Henches. Now set far side for McCauley. A swing. It's just a bit long. 3 straight points by Iowa Falls-Alden. 5 of 6. And they're within 1 in this second set. Trying to tie this match up at a set apiece. Before this next point, a timeout called by the Bulldogs and head coach Shelley Tierhart. 8-7 in set number 2. The Iowa Falls-Alden Cadets trail by 1, but they are on a bit of a run at this point of the match. This broadcast brought to you by Kasuth Regional Health Center. Make KRHC your home for healthcare. By North Iowa Appliance, Highway 18 East Algona, where they sell the best and service the rest. By Tom Eisen Seed and Chemical Sales, your store in the country on Highway 18 West Algona. And by Greg Penning and Company CPAs, your tax service professionals in Algona and Bancroft, where everyone counts. All sponsors of this broadcast. 8-7 Algona in set number 2, but the Cadets have won 3 in a row and they are serving, trying to tie this set at 8 points apiece. Service for McKibben to the back line, taken by Etherington. Now set far side for Perry. Her swing is tapped over and finds the floor for a kill. Took a slight touch off the hands of Hill at the net, but rolled across her fingers, then down to the floor for a kill and a point, Algona. 9-7 Bulldogs. And on the serve is Cam Etherington, also Lillian Etherington back in as the setter for Algona. Service is over. Taken by Mulford. Set is tapped over, but waiting for it is Henches. Set middle swing from McCauley. Tapped back over to the Bulldog side. Tracked down by Henches. Etherington sets for Perry, far side. Blocked back for a point for Iowa Falls-Alden. A good effort at the net that time by the senior Alexis Hill. And Iowa Falls-Alden is back within a point, 9-8. Now on to serve is Abigail Bergenzel. Checks in for this service. Her serve is a short one, and it's an ace. And just got a fist on that ball, but not enough air under it. It's an ace, and we're tied at 9 in the second set. Bergenzel's next service goes cross court. This time Holmes has it. Etherington back set near side. McCauley swing into the net. Or was it blocked? It was blocked, but out of bounds. I thought it touched the net and bounced backwards, but it was a block that went out of bounds. So a point for Algona as they retake the lead in this set, 10-9. Now McCauley will serve for the Bulldogs. Down the middle, taken by Miller. Set goes middle, swing, almost a kill for Hill, but tracked down by the Bulldogs. Far side, it's a tap for Holmes, but the Cadets have it. Now in the middle, a swing, nearly blocked for Wibholm, but it finds the floor for a kill as Perry got a hand on that for Algona, but it fell straight downwards afterwards. A point for the Cadets. Nice swing by the junior Jenny Wibholm, and we're tied now at 10. And to serve is Abby Redmond, taken by Henches, tracked down by Etherington, and just free-balled over by McCauley. Back to Iowa Falls-Alden, tapped back to the Bulldogs side. Etherington, high set, far side for Holmes, down the line, and it's a kill. Well, perfectly placed by Abby Holmes. The defense shifting towards the middle. She found the open space down the line, and now Algona reclaims the lead, 11-10. Checking in to serve for the Bulldogs is Ashlyn Young. Her service, high and deep towards the back corner. Now a set middle swing for Wibholm, tapped back, and a violation. A lift called against the Cadets. The Bulldogs get the point. A nice block at the net by Alexa Chase. And the Cadets cannot react in time. 12-10 Algona. Next serve for Young is a short one, tracked down by Wibholm. Now near side, tapped into the net by Osmond. Another point for Algona, their third straight. It's 13-10. Algona leads. And Ashlyn Young will serve again. High and short, and it's an ace. A diving effort by Bergenzel. No one could get there. The rest of the Cadets seem to back out of the way of that one. And it's an ace for Ashlyn Young, 14-10. 4 straight points by the Bulldogs. Next service is line drive in the middle. Set goes middle for Wibholm. Her swing blocked back, tracked down by Bergenzel. Set near side, Wibholm again off balance, high off the block. Algona has it. Etherington taps over. Bergenzel there waiting for it, and a point Algona. As the set was a little too close to the net, and the Cadets cannot do anything with it. 15-10, Algona, 5 straight points won, and a timeout called again by Iowa Falls-Alden and head coach Steve Barheit. Algona took set number 1, 25-22, and they lead in set 2, 15-10. Again, remember, this has been a one-sided matchup recently. Iowa Falls-Alden has won 8 matches in a row versus these Algona Bulldogs. The last time Algona beat the Cadets was in October of 2011. That is almost 8 full years ago. It has been 8 straight wins for Iowa Falls-Alden versus these Algona Bulldogs. But Algona on their way so far, a set 1 win. And they lead by 5 points here, 15-10 in set 2. Ashlyn Young will serve now for Algona. Cross court, taken by Bergenzel. Set goes near the net, just tapped over by Wibholm, back to the Bulldogs. Etherington, back to Holmes, far side swing, blocked back and a point. Whoa, what a block that was in the net by Alexis Hill. And the Cadets get back within 4, 15-11. So now the Cadets on to serve. This is Miller. 15-11, set 2, Algona leads. The Cadets, though, serve. Set goes far side for Algona for Abby Holmes. Her swing is long. Back-to-back points now for the Cadets. They're within 3, 15-12, and they stay on serve with their libero, Hayden Miller. Service, cross court, taken by Holmes. Now Etherington, back set deep for McCauley, taps it over, tracked down by Holmes. Now set near side, Wibholm a high but short swing. Kept alive by the Bulldogs. Now to Holmes, her swing, waiting for it is Bergenzel. Set near the net for Wibholm, diving save with one arm by Young, and now free ball over by McCauley, back to the Cadets. Miller to Redmond, tapped over, and it's a kill for Elizabeth Osmond. Diving effort by Molly McCauley, got a hand on it, but could not get it into the air. And 3 straight points for the Cadets. They're within 2 in this second set, 15-13 Algona. Again to serve Miller, down the middle. Etherington has it, now set far side for Holmes. Her swing down the line, waiting for it is Redmond. Now a set near the net, it's Wibholm who taps it back over to the far side. Now Algona a swing. Holmes blocked back, popped up into the air, and free balled over now by Ashlyn Young, back to the Cadets. Miller set near side for Wibholm. Off balance swing, blocked back high into the air, right near the net, tapped over by Wibholm, back to Algona. Etherington sets far side for Holmes. Her swing kept alive by Miller. Redmond back set, far side, cross court swing, McKibben high into the air and down to the floor. A point for Iowa Falls-Alden off the touch by Molly McCauley. Good effort by both Lillian Etherington and Ashlyn Young, but they could not track it down. 15-14, 4 straight points won by the Cadets. Next service by Miller, and it's an ace. Young got a hand on it, but it bounced high and behind her off the wall near the scoreboard. 15-15 in set 2, 5 straight points for the Cadets. Next service by Miller, it's out. A bit long. And the Bulldogs get back in front in this second set, 16-15. Now into serve for Algona is Shayla Knapp. Bulldogs lead by 1 in the second set. Serve to the middle. And free balled over now by McKibben, back to Algona. Knapp sets far side for Holmes. Her swing, it's a kill. Off the fist of Abby Redmond near the back line, but could not control as it went lining right into the Algona student section. It's 17-15 Algona. At a serve, Knapp again. Set near side for McKibben, blocked high into the air, tracked down by Chase. Back set, far set for Holmes. Her swing blocked back, but out of bounds. Good effort at the net by Elizabeth Osman, who blocked that one back, but just a bit wide to the right. Algona now in front by 3, 18-15. Knapp's next serve, taken by Miller. Back set, far side, swing for Wibholm, tracked down by the Bulldogs. Deep swing for Abby Holmes, waiting for it though is Miller. Now a set near side, Wibholm again, a swing and a kill. Just finds the back line. That was a rocket by Wibholm. Much needed point for the Cadets. They're back within 2, 18-15. And Wibholm will now serve for Iowa Falls-Alden. Junior serve on the far side, taken by McCauley. Knapp back sets near side Holmes. Blocked high in the air, but out of bounds. Point Algona. 19-16. Abby Holmes, a big point there, and she's now back to serve for Algona. Holmes is served down the middle, taken by Redmond. Now set near side, swing for Harding. Blocked back, pinballing around. Free balled over by Wibholm, back to Algona. Knapp sets middle, swing McCauley, tracked down by Miller somehow, and free ball back over by Harding again, back to the Bulldogs. Diving save by Holmes, set far side for Etherington. Cross court swing, tracked down by Wibholm. Now the Cadets reset, swing for Harding, waiting for it is Young. McCauley sets middle and tapped over. Back to Iowa Falls-Alden, push to the back line. Holmes has it for Algona. Now Knapp sets far side. McCauley swing blocked, but out of bounds. Oh, they say Iowa Falls-Alden point, as it was not blocked. It was off the net. Now a substitution as the Cadets making a change. Jocelyn Mulford in to serve. They're back within 2, 19-17 in the second set. Also Algona brings in Alyssa Henschus again. But Mulford serves. Taken by Chase. Now set far side for McCauley. Taps over and it's a kill. The wide open space right beyond the block. McCauley takes advantage. 20-17 Algona. Another sub as Alayla Perry checks in, replacing Ashlyn Young. And on to serve is Alexa Chase. Service down the line, taken by Miller. Now Mulford sets in the net and swing for Harding way long and goes out of the gym. 21-17. Algona leads. And again to serve is Alexa Chase, the junior, for the Bulldogs. Her service, a line drive. Taken by Wibholm, now set far side, tapped over by McKibben, tracked down by Knapp. Set on the far side from Etherington. She taps over, wild take. Now pushed back over, somehow by Mulford, and it's a kill. Kind of a broken play for a moment by the Cadets, but Mulford turns into a kill. It's a big point for Iowa Falls-Alden. They're back within 3, 21-18. And on to serve is Riley McKibben, the junior. Service, far side, taken by Henschus. Tapped back to the Algona side now, tracked down somehow, and free ball over by Chase, back to the Cadets. Set, middle, swing for Hill. Popped backwards, now back on the Algona side, and it eventually finds the floor. Miscommunication as Knapp set towards the far side of the floor. A couple of Bulldogs waiting for it, neither of them went for it. Another point for Iowa Falls-Alden. They're within 2, 21-19. Serving again is McKibben. Taken by Chase, tracked down by Knapp, and punched back over by Etherington. Now the Cadets, far side, swing, Wibholm high off the top of the net and falls down to the floor for a kill. Well, bad luck there for the Bulldogs. 21-20, 3 straight points by Iowa Falls-Alden, and now a timeout called by head coach Shelley Tierhart. That one was a bit of bad luck. It was a deep swing for Wibholm and clipped off the net. Bounced high into the air just over the top of the block, but not far enough to where any of the other defenders for the Bulldogs could get to it. So a kill, and Iowa Falls-Alden is within 1, 21-20 in this second set. This broadcast brought to you by Yemaland Builders and Quality Apartments for Rent. beauty and craftsmanship that never will go out of style. By Albert Electric. Flip the switch to Albert Electric. Call Neil at 320-0305. And by Iowa Lakes Community College. Your community, your college. All sponsors of this broadcast. 21-20 Algona in set 2. Still serving for Iowa Falls-Alden is Riley McKibben. Taken by Etherington. Now Knapp sets near the net. Tapped over by McCauley. Tracked down by Milford. And the net swing. And a kill for Iowa Falls-Alden. Alexis Hill took that punch over the net and just found the open space on the floor. And it's tied 21-21 in this second set. What a comeback here for these cadets. McKibben's next service. Taken by Chase near the back line. It's tracked down by Holmes and free ball back over. Redmond sets deep middle. A tap over by Wibholm back to the Bulldogs. Holmes tracked it down again. Now punched over by Knapp. Back to Iowa Falls-Alden. Set far side swing for Redmond. High off the block. Tracked down by Holmes. Knapp sets far side for Etherington. Cross court swing. It's a kill. Cam Etherington nearly behind her up official on the far sideline. Somehow found the angle for the kill. A huge point for Algona. Now lead by 1, 22-21, and they're back on serve with Cam Etherington. Meanwhile, Lillian Etherington checks back in for Algona. Cam Etherington serve down the line. Pinballing around, tracked down, but it'll be an ace. 4-hit violation. 23-21 Algona. Nice serve by Cam Etherington down the line. Next service for Etherington. Taken by Miller. Redmond set middle. Tapped over. It's a kill for Alexis Hill. Right in the middle of the floor. She found the open space with that punch. And the cadets are within 1, 23-22. Algona won set 1, 23-25-22. Can they repeat that score here in set 2? On to serve Abigail Bergenzel. Her service, cross court, taken by Henches. Etherington sets far side McCauley. Cross court swing, Miller has it. Redmond sets near side for Wibholm. Her swing blocked back high into the air. Still on the cadets side. Now the net's a swing for Hill. Tracked down by Holmes somehow. And miscommunication. Algona sets that ball out of bounds. Both Henches and Etherington tried to set that one, and they collided with each other. We're tied at 23. Next serve for Bergenzel. Down the middle, taken by Henches. And now free ball over by Abby Holmes, but it goes short. Just a miss hit by Abby Holmes, and Iowa Falls-Alden. They have set point. 24-23. Still on serve is Bergenzel, but first a sub for the Bulldogs. Checking in is Ashlyn Young, replacing Alayla Perry. Bergenzel will serve again with set point for the cadets. Taken by Etherington, tracked down by Lillian Etherington, now free ball over by Cam. Back to Iowa Falls-Alden. Redmond sets near side swing, Wibholm kept alive by Holmes. And now she will free ball over herself, back to Iowa Falls-Alden. Redmond sets, net, swing, blocked back, popped up into the air. And Hill free balls over back to Algona. Etherington sets far side. It's a swing for Young, kept alive by Miller. Redmond near side. Wibholm a swing, waiting for it. Henches. Etherington sets middle, swing McCauley. It's a kill! Algona has tied it up at 24 as they fight off a set point. And now on serve, Molly McCauley for the Bulldogs. What a huge point that was. Also in again for the Bulldogs is Alayla Perry. And McCauley will serve, tied at 24. Her service, cross court. Miller has it, now tracked down by Redmond at the net. Hill swings over, waiting for it, Henches. Etherington sets far set for Holmes. Her swing, it's a kill again! 25-24, now going to the Bulldogs, a set point in this second set. And it's McCauley again serving for a 2-0 lead. Her service, cross court. Miller has it. Now Redmond sets near side for Wibholm. Her swing high off the block. Henches has it. Etherington sets far side to Holmes. Flat-footed push over. Diving save by Miller. Tap back to Algona's side. Etherington sets against for Holmes. Far side swing blocked out of bounds. Point set Algona. 26-24 in sets here. The Bulldogs fight off a set point. They stave off a rally from Iowa Falls-Alden, and they pick up a set 2 win, 26-24. The Bulldogs now a 2-0 lead overall over Iowa Falls-Alden. We'll take a 2-minute break. Algona, winners in set 1 and set 2, trying to make it a clean sweep after this 2-minute break. We're back after that right here on Hometown Radio, KLGA.
This time we'll be doing a serving game for $1. If you want to get out here and try to serve, it'll cost you $1. Come on out, support the Kasuth County Cancer Foundation. For $1, you can serve it over the net, hit a spot. If you hit one of the spots on the floor, you get $2 back. It costs you $1 to get out and try to serve. If you don't hit a spot, then it's a donation to the Kasuth County Cancer Foundation. Also coming around will be the donation buckets. And all proceeds, once again, will go to the Kasuth County Cancer Foundation.
Welcome back here to Algona High School. Mark Randy with you on Hometown Radio KLGA. Out on the floor right now. A little bit of a competition going on. A number of the fans in the crowd serving. Trying to hit a few spots on the far side of the floor. But what a match this has been so far. Algona a 2-0 lead. They won set 1, 25-22. They closed that set on a 13-2 run. And they win set 2 in extra points, 26-24, after fighting off a set point by Iowa Falls-Alden. And that was a set that Algona really led most of the way, and then it was a late run for Iowa Falls-Alden. They won 4 in a row to tie things up at 21. Eventually got a set point at 24-23 when they won 3 points in a row again, but then Algona closed things out with 3 points in a row of their own. So it's been a fun match so far. We'll see what set 3 has in store for us here in just a couple of minutes. As I mentioned a couple of times here, Iowa Falls-Alden, they've really won this matchup quite often recently. You have to go back nearly 8 full years to find the last Algona win in this series. It was a 4-set win for the Bulldogs back on October 18th. 2011. Since then, it's been 8 straight wins for Iowa Falls-Alden. And it's not like it's been close matches a lot of the time. 5 setters that could have gone either way, and Iowa Falls-Alden just happened to come out on top. It's been a lot of times pretty easy for the Cadets. In those 8 matches that they've won in a row, they've won 24 of 27 sets. So Algona has struggled to take even just a set each match off these Cadets, but so far they have 2 in 2 sets so far tonight. We'll see if they can make it 3 for 3 in a clean sweep of the Cadets here tonight. Well, this broadcast has been brought to you by Jensen Chiropractic here for the whole family. By Countryside Barbecue Sauce, now 2 sauces for all seasons. By Erpelding Excavating, let them take care of your grading, excavating, and drainage needs. By Farm Bureau Financial Services, coverage and protection for what matters most. Visit with local agents Dave Beisch and Michael Toll. By Sudol Tax and Accounting. Full service tax and accounting services from Sudol Tax and Accounting. Call 395-1040. And by Holmes Animal Clinic, caring for your pets from a new location at Highway 18 East. They now have an indoor unit to serve equine, cattle, sheep, and goats. Also new on-site boarding for cats and dogs. All sponsors of this broadcast on Hometown Radio, KLGA. All right, time now for set number 3 here from Algona High School. Thanks for listening again on KLGA. Mark Randy with you live from Algona High School. Also thanks to Mike Vandy back in our Hometown Radio studios. Algona set 1 winners 25-22 and set 2 winners 26-24. We'll see if Iowa Falls-Alden now on my left side can pick up a set, force a fourth, or will Algona close this thing out in 3 straight sets? We will find out. The Cadets on my left, the Bulldogs on my right. It will be Algona to serve first. As again, they try to pick up their first win over Iowa Falls-Alden in nearly 8 full years. Out there for the Bulldogs, both Etheringtons, along with Abby Holmes, Molly McCauley, Alyssa Henches, and Alayla Perry for the Bulldogs. The Cadets, they have Jenny Wibholm. They go with Jocelyn Mulford, Hayden Miller, Abigail Bergenzel, also Abby Redmond, and Alexis Hill. The Bulldogs will serve first from right to left. It is Molly McCauley serving for the Bulldogs. Her service down the middle, taken by Miller. Now Redmond sets far side for Hill. A swing punched up in the air by the Bulldogs. Free balled over by Alayla Perry somehow. Back to the Cadets. To the far side, Wibholm, a cross-court swing. It's wide to the right. Point Algona. So 1-0, the Bulldogs. A quick early lead in this third set. And serving again, Molly McCauley. Service, line drive, taken by Bergenzel. Set far side for Wibholm. Cross-court swing. It's down for a kill. Took a slight touch off the hand of Henches. Cannot get under it. Just hit it sideways. A good swing by Wibholm and a kill. We're tied at 1. On a serve now for Iowa Falls-Alden is Redmond. Her service down the middle, taken by Henches. Etherington back set for Perry. Far side swing blocked high into the air. Tracked down by the Bulldogs. Now a swing for Abby Holmes high off a block. And free ball deep for Wibholm, back to the Bulldogs. A little bit too deep. Point for Algona, 2-1 off the miss hit that time by Jenny Wibholm, who has been very good for the Cadets so far tonight. But it is 2-1 Algona, and checking in to serve is Ashlyn Young. Also back into the match, Alexa Chase. Young serve, high and deep, taking the back line. Now set by Wibholm to the near side, but actually, double hit violation called on that set. It was very wide to the right anyways. Would have been a tough one to track down, but a point for the Bulldogs, 3-1. Next serve by Young. Set, middle, swing, Wibholm blocked, but down to the floor. Looked like it hit off the hands of the block Chase, then maybe off of her shoulder or head area, and then caromed out of bounds. The point for Iowa Falls-Alden, 3-2. Now to serve Miller. Her service taken by Etherington. Now a set near side for Holmes. She goes cross-court high off the block. Miller has it. Set by Redmond, far side, tapped over by Wibholm, back to the Bulldogs. Etherington, back set for Holmes. Her swing blocked back, pinballing up into the air, and free balled over by Molly McCauley, back to the Cadets. Redmond sets middle, tapped over by Osmond, and it's a kill. Well, a nice move there by Osmond. Found the open space just beyond the block, and it's 3-3. Back-to-back points won by the Cadets of Iowa Falls-Alden. Miller will serve again. Service to the middle, taken by Etherington. Tapped over by Etherington now, and set far side for Iowa Falls-Alden. Swing goes into the net off the right hand of McKibben. 4-3 Algona. Sub as Shaylin Knapp checks back in for the Bulldogs, replacing Lillian Etherington. And Knapp will serve. 4-3 Bulldogs lead in this third set. Next service is over. Set near side for Wibholm, high off the block. Knapp tracks it down. Young, deep set for McCauley in the middle. Her swing, it's a kill. Miscommunication, indecision for the Cadets as Miller and Redmond were both in the area. They both let it sail right in between them. It's a point for the Bulldogs, 5-3. And Knapp on serve again. Service goes to the far side. It's an ace. Took a touch there from Riley McKibben, but then kind of spurred off to the right and not enough time to react to the rest of the cadets. An ace for Knapp, 6-3 Algona. Next service for the senior. Taken cleanly by Redmond. Now a set near side swing for Wibholm. It's a kill. McCauley there frustrated. She was close to that one, just could not quite get her forearms over in time. Nice swing by Wibholm, and the cadets are back within 2, 6-4. And Wibholm is back to serve for Iowa Falls-Alden. Service short, and it's an ace. Miscommunication, indecision there by the Bulldogs as McCauley and Cam Etherington could not quite decide whose that was to take. It falls to the floor at 6-5. Still on serve is Wibholm after that latest ace. Service is short, this time taken by Cam Etherington. Tracked down by Knapp, tapped over by Young. Back to Iowa Falls-Alden. Set goes far side for Harding, and she finds the floor for a kill. A nice diving effort by Ashlyn Young, but got a hand on it, but kind of hit it backwards. Just a good placement by Harding. And we're tied at 6. 3 straight points won by the cadets. Next serve by Wibholm. Etherington has it, tracked down somehow by Holmes, almost off the ceiling, and punched back over to the cadets. Set goes far side, now a swing for Osmond. Just a tap in fact, and it's down for a kill. 4 straight points by Iowa Falls-Alden. They lead 7-6. It's their first lead of this set. They do trail, though, 2-0 overall in this match. Another serve for Jenny Wibholm, the junior. Taken by Etherington. Knapp, back set for Holmes. Far side swing off the net, pops back into the air for Iowa Falls-Alden. To the far side, Wibholm, cross-court swing and a kill. Hentges was there, but decided to let it fly. She thought it was a little bit long. It just fell in for a kill. 8-6, Iowa Falls-Alden. Still on serve is Wibholm. Service is short, taken by Hentges. Knapp back sets for Holmes. She taps over, it's a kill. Diving effort by Wibholm, but did not get there in time. The off speed, the taps working by Abby Holmes here tonight. And now going to snaps that streak of 5 straight points won by Iowa Falls-Alden. Service by Holmes, taken by the cadets, set middle, just free balled over by McKibben to the back line. Diving save by Holmes, bounces off one of the hoops, the basketball hoops, which are set up and resting high above the floor. Hit off the backboard and changed the trajectory of that ball. And Algona could not track it down, so a point for Iowa Falls-Alden. 9-7. Good effort by Abby Holmes, who gets a rest here. Serving is Mulford. Taken by Hentges, now set middle swing for Chase off a block, now high in the air for Iowa Falls-Alden. Swing again for Wibholm, back to the Bulldogs. And we have a whistle and a violation called against Algona. A double hit violation, I believe, against Jalen Knapp on that set. 10-7, Iowa Falls-Alden. They've won 7 of the last 8 points. Served by Mulford, and it's an ace. Off the forearm of Molly McCauley, then bounced backwards and out of bounds. 11-7. 8 out of 9 now for Iowa Falls-Alden. A timeout by head coach Shelley Tierhardt of the Algona Bulldogs. 11-7. The cadets of Iowa Falls-Alden have a lead in this third set. If you're just joining us, Algona won set 1, 25-22, and set 2, 26-24. It is Iowa Falls-Alden, though, with a lead here in this third set, 11-7. See if Algona out of this timeout can put a run together of their own. They led 6-3. It's now 11-7 Iowa Falls-Alden. On to serve for the cadets still is Jocelyn Mulford. Her service to the back line taken by Hentges. Now set far side swing for Etherington. Pop right back to Algona's side. And now free balled over by Ashlyn Young. Back to Iowa Falls-Alden. Tapped through at the net. Tracked down by Young and free ball back over by Knapp for a kill. Shaylin Knapp finds the wide open spaces. Both teams are just running around wildly with those at that point. Not a lot of hits on either side, just pops right back and forth. No one could get set. Knapp took advantage. 11-8 Iowa Falls-Alden. Now the serve for the Bulldogs, and Alexa Chance goes into the net. So the ball goes right back to the Cadets. They now lead 12-8. And on to serve is Riley McKibben. McKibben serve. Line drive taken by the Bulldogs. Now free balled over by Etherington. Back to the Cadets. Set, middle, and a swing for Hill. Violation. Algona was in the net.
Violation, point, Cadets.
That swing, I think, was going to go long, but the Bulldogs were in the net. 13-8. Iowa Falls all on a 5-point lead, their largest lead of the set. Next service by McKibben. Taken by Henches, but it goes over the net. Punch back downwards, tracked down again by Henches. Now free balled over by McCauley to the Cadets of Iowa Falls-Alden. Redmond, deep set for Wibholm. Her swing is a kill. Off the forearms of Chase, but bounced straight backwards off the wall. 14-8 Iowa Falls-Alden. They're on a big run here, middle part of this third set. Next service for McKibben. Set by Knapp, middle, a swing for McCauley, high off the block, and Kieran's out of bounds. And there's a big point for the Bulldogs, back within 5, 14-9. It was 6-3 Algona. Iowa Falls-Alden, including that last point by the Bulldogs, have won 11 of the last 14. Now serving is Cam Etherington, diving save by Miller. She will free ball over herself as well. Henches to McCauley, now to Perry, far side high arcing swing. It's a kill. A miss hit by Miller, and she was there in plenty of time, but did not pop it high enough into the air. So the Bulldogs another point within 4, 14-10. Etherington's next serve, taken by Miller. Redmond's set goes middle, a swing for Hill, tracked down by Abby Holmes. At the net, we have a whistle and a point for Iowa Falls-Alden. The Bulldogs a double hit. 15-10, Iowa Falls-Alden. Substitution for the Cadets as Abigail Bergenzel checks back in, replacing Emma Harding. And Bergenzel will serve. 15-10 Iowa Falls-Alden in this third set. They trail though 2-0. Bergenzel serve, taken by Etherington. Back set for McCauley, taps it over, and it's an easy kill. No one there down the line, right across the block, and it's an easy point for the Bulldogs. 15-11, off the kill. McCauley now is serving. Service to the middle, taken by Miller. And set goes far side, tapped back over by Wibholm. Etherington sets middle for Abby Holmes. She taps over, diving effort, and the save by Mulford. Pop back to Algona's side. Etherington, near side for Holmes. Cross-court swing. Miller there waiting for it. Now to the far side, tapped over by Wibholm. McCauley has it. Etherington sets up Perry, but a 4-hit violation called against the Bulldogs. As it looked like Perry jumped a bit too early. She had to hit that ball as she was coming down. Hit it into the net, and then tapped it again. Double hit or 4-hit violation, both would work. 16-11, Iowa Falls-Alden. Next service by Redmond. Near side a swing for Abby Holmes. It's a kill right down the middle on the back line. Now going back within 4, 16-12. The Bulldogs, they're hanging around in this third set. They've trailed for middle stages of this set, but hanging around down 4. Young into serve. Taken by Bergenzel. Set, middle, swing, Wibholm, a rocket, and a, no, it's out. That was very close. The Iowa Falls-Alden crowd thinking that one was in. It was really close, but a point out going to the down by 3. Next serve. Tapped over, punched around, and it's a point for the Bulldogs. Off the serve receive, it was hit back over to Algona. Holmes tapped it downwards, then pinballed around and out of bounds. Point the Bulldogs are within 2 now. 16-14. Young's next serve, taken by Wibholm. Set near side, swing, Hill, cross-court, diving effort, saved by Young. Free balled over by Cam Etherington to the far side for the Cadets. Redmond sets for Wibholm, her swing, blocked back. Miller has it for Iowa Falls-Alden. High into the air, free ball over by Wibholm, back to Algona. Etherington sets middle, Holmes, a kill! Algona, 4 straight points, 5 of 6. They're within 1. 16-15, the Cadets lead in this third set. Next serve for Young. Set middle and a swing for Wibholm. Tracked down by Etherington. Diving save McCauley, but the Bulldogs can't get it the third time. Down to the floor for a kill for Iowa Falls-Alden. 17-15. And on to serve, Hayden Miller. Iowa Falls-Alden leads by 2 in this third set. Serve taken by Etherington. Now a high set for McCauley deep in the middle. Nice swing, but tracked down by Miller. Set far set for Wibholm. She taps over off the block, down to the floor for a kill. Nice response by Iowa Falls-Alden. They have back-to-back points. They're back in front by 3, 18-5. Miller to serve again. Down the middle. Etherington has it. Now a set. High, near side for Holmes, high off the block, tracked down by Redmond, popped to the far side, tapped over, off the block, popping up into the air. The Bulldogs will free ball over with McCauley to the backside, tracked down by Miller, no, it falls to the floor. The Bulldogs, kind of a broken play, find an alleyway and a point. 18-16, Algona down by 2. Into serve, Shaylin Knapp. And the Bulldogs complete the comeback in this third set. Serve is over. Set. Near side for Wibholm. High in there off the hands of McCauley. Knapp sets near side. Holmes taps over. Waiting for it though are the Cadets. Far side tap by Wibholm back to Algona. It pinballs around and falls out of bounds. Point for the Cadets. Maybe a bit of miscommunication on that take as a couple of Bulldogs came together. And it was a wild one. 19-16 Iowa Falls-Alden. Out of serve, Wibholm. Junior service taken by McCauley. Knapp, back sets for Holmes. Far side, cross-court swing. Miller to a knee, she has it. Set to the far side, swing for Harding. Waiting for it, though, is Young. Knapp chases that one down, a deep swing for McCauley. Down the middle, waiting for it is Wibholm. Set, off-balance swing for Harding. High into the air, down to the floor for a kill. Took a touch at the net, then Karam on the near side of the floor. Holmes a dive, could not quite get there in time. Point for Iowa Falls-Alden. Now a timeout by Shelley Tierhark and Algona. 20-16 Iowa Falls-Alden leads in this third set. This broadcast brought to you by Culligan Water Conditioning in Algona. Yes, you can give your people Culligan Water. Call 295-3325. By Rental Zone, Highway 18 East Algona, the tool and equipment rental specialist. Phone 395-RENTS. And by Dance Connection and Tumbling by Michelle. Passionate about teaching, creative about dance. Visit their studio at 1400 East Commercial in Algona or danceconnectionbymichelle.com. All sponsors of this broadcast. 20-16 Iowa Falls-Alden leads. But Algona a 2-0 set lead. We're playing here in the third set. Service for Wibholm. It's an ace. Right down the middle, down to a knee. McCauley got a touch, but hit it directly sideways. No air underneath it. 21-16 Iowa Falls-Alden. Again to serve, Wibholm. Service is short, this time taken by Henches. Back set for Holmes. Her cross-court swing popped into the air near the net, tapped over. Knapp has it. Now a set near side for Holmes. She taps over again, and it's a kill. A diving effort by Miller. Got a hand on that one, but hit it out of bounds. And Holmes picks up a big point for Algona. She's now back to serve. Her team down by 4, 21-17. Holmes is served down the middle. Tracked down by Miller, now free balled over by Harding. Back to Algona. Knapp sets middle. Swing McCauley. A rocket, but Miller there waiting for it. And free ball back over to the Bulldogs. Holmes to Knapp. Again, McCauley. Swing off the block, down to the floor. A kill. Algona back-to-back points. Now within 3, 21-18. And again to serve is Abby Holmes. The senior service down the middle. Taken by Redmond. Set. Far side. Harding. Swing blocked, but into the net on the Algona side. A point for Iowa Falls-Alden. 22-18. The Bulldogs, they got a big run late in the second set. They might need that again here late in the third. Down by 4 points. But Algona a 2-0 lead overall in this match. Now to serve Mulford. Young. to Knapp. Sets near side McCauley. Swing. Miller there waiting for it. Set by Redmond. Far side tapped over by McKibben to the back line. Tracked down by the Bulldogs and it falls to the floor. Young tracked it down, but McCauley and Knapp could not decide who was going to take that set. It falls to the floor now 23-18. At a serve. Mulford again. Line drive taken by Young. Knapp sets for McCauley. She taps over high into the air, tracked down by Whipholm. Set middle swing for Harding, and it's long. Point Algona, a big point there for the Bulldogs. Back within 4 in this third set, but 23-19 on to service Henches. Her service, line drive, taken by Whipholm. Set far side to Harding. Waiting for it is Henches again. Knapp sets middle. McCauley swing. Punched into the air. Tap back over. Algona though has it. Knapp sets near side. Swing for Etherington. High off the block. Miller. Out of Redmond. Tapped over by Harding. Tracked down by Holmes somehow. Knapp sets near the net. Goes over the net. Tracked down high into the air. Etherington has it. A deep swing for Holmes. Waiting for it. Whipholm. Redmond sets far side. Swing for McKibben. Back to the Bulldogs. Swing for McCauley. Cross court and a kill. What a point, and the Bulldogs inching closer, down 3 in this third set. What a point. Henches will serve again. Serve barely over the net, taken by Whipholm. Redmond sets deep for McKibben. Henches there waiting for it. Now Knapp sets for Etherington. Deep swing. It goes back to Iowa Falls-Alden. Now tapped by McKibben. Back to the Bulldogs. Knapp sets middle. Swing McCauley off the net. Back to Iowa Falls-Alden. A deep swing for Whipholm. Henches there. She has it. Knapp sets middle. A deep swing for Holmes. But into the net. Iowa Falls-Alden now on set point, 24-20. And back to serve is McKibben. The Cadets trying to force a fourth set. McKibben serve a line drive. It's long. Service error. So 1 set point kill by the Algona Bulldogs. Need to do that though 3 more times. 24-21. Iowa Falls-Alden leads. The serve is Cam Etherington. Service high and deep. Taken by the Cadets. Tapped over back to Algona, but out of bounds. A point again to Algona. 2 easy set point kills, and now a timeout called by Iowa Falls-Alden, wanting to talk things over. The Bulldogs are within 2 at 24-22. It was 24-20, and a service error by Iowa Falls-Alden, followed by a nice serve by Etherington, and a miss hit by the Cadets. 2 easy kills of set points. So can the Bulldogs get 2 more and tie this thing up at 24 and force extra points in the third, like they did in the second? 24-22 to serve Cam Etherington for Algona. Her service down the line, taken by Miller. Set goes far side for Hill, taken by Algona. Etherington sets inside for Perry, cross-court swing. Whipholm has it. Redmond sets far side. Harding a swing, and it takes a touch, goes out of bounds. Point and set 3 go to Iowa Falls-Alden. 25-22. We will play at least a 4th set here tonight at Algona High School. So Algona took set 1, 25-22. Iowa Falls-Alden they fell in set 2. Algona took set 2, 26-24. But Iowa Falls-Alden responds, but they win in set 3, 25-22 as well. So Algona 2-1 set lead. Iowa Falls-Alden tries to force a 5th next. Algona tries to close it out again next. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back with the 4th set after this on Hometown Radio, KLGA. back here at Algona High School as we move on to set number 4. It's been a fun match so far. Algona took set 1, 25-22. They won set 2 in extra points, 26-24. They fought off one set point in set number 2. And then it was Iowa Falls-Alden in set number 3, 25-22. During the set break, the dueling student sections had a bit of a battle, doing some gymnastics moves, some back handsprings and flips. Looked like the Algona student section, just with the numbers that they have, had a little bit more of an impressive performance. Set number 4 ready to get underway now. Both teams have taken the floor. Algona on my left, Iowa Falls-Alden on my right. It will be the Cadets that will serve first as they try to force a 5th set. Fell behind 2-0. They lost a couple of really close sets, but they fought back and won set 3. Now, can they win set 4 and force a decisive 5th? We'll find out shortly here on Hometown Radio. Bulldogs have both Etheringtons out there along with Perry, Holmes, and Chase to go with Henches. Iowa Falls-Alden, they've got Redmond out there with Bergenzel, also Miller. Osman is there, and Hill. And the last is Wibholm. To serve it is Redmond. To my left, taken by the Bulldogs. Set for Perry. Her swing taken by Miller in the back line. Now a set far set for Iowa Falls-Alden. The swing for Hill, but way long out. And a point for Algona, 1-0 in the 4th set. Substitution now for the Bulldogs as Ashlyn Young checks back in. She will serve. Perry gets a rest after that first point of this set. Young service, cross court. Set by Redmond to the middle and a swing for Wibholm and a kill. Took a touch at the net off the hands of Alexa Chase and then fell straight downwards down to the floor. So we're tied at 1. Back to serve for Iowa Falls-Alden now is Hayden Miller. Senior is ready. Line drive serve taken by Henches. Etherington, high set, far set for Holmes. Swing down the line taken by Redmond. Now a set near side. Swing for Wibholm, blocked back, pinballing around. Popped high and there and free ball over by Redmond. Back to Algona. Holmes, high set, middle part of the floor, tapped over by Young. Back to Iowa Falls-Alden. Now tapped over, tracked down though by the Bulldogs. Set near side for Holmes. She taps down to the floor for a kill. Abby Holmes was on the far side of the floor, tracked down that tap, raced to the near side, and got the kill. Sprinting all over the place on that point. 2-1 Algona, and Knapp will serve. Left to right, her service goes, taken by Redmond, but a wild receive. It caroms out of bounds. Service ace for Shaylin Knapp, and Algona a 3-1 lead in set 4. Knapp will serve again after her ace. High arcing serve taken by the Cadets. Set middle swing for Wibholm. High off the block. Pinballing around. Free balled over somehow by Etherington. Now tapped back over by Osman. Back to the Bulldogs. Set for Holmes. Cross court swing. Just a bit wide to the left. It was close, but a little bit too much of that angle for Holmes. And Iowa Falls-Alden back within 1 early in this 4th set. 3-2. Algona leads. Now to serve is Wibholm, the junior. Service to the middle. Henches has it. Now Knapp sets far set for Holmes. Her swing blocked, but down to the floor on the Iowa Falls-Alden side. Just too much behind that swing. Get the clean block. Nice one by Abby Holmes. Now 4-2 Algona, and Holmes will serve. Senior service down the middle taken by Miller. Now a set deep in the middle, just free balled over by Wibholm back to the Bulldogs. Knapp sets far side for Etherington. Her swing got the line by Miller. High into the air, near side of swing for Harding. Goes off the forearms of Young, then caroms out of bounds. And it's caught by Noel McLaughlin near the exit to the gym. A point for Iowa Falls-Alden, 4-3. They're back on serve. Checking in to serve is the junior Jocelyn Mulford. 4-3 Algona in this 4th set. Mulford serve down the line, taken by Holmes, high into the air. Now Knapp sets middle for Holmes. Her deep swing to the back line. Miller has it. Redmond deep set middle swing for Wibholm. It's too long. Point to the Bulldogs. Now 5-3 Algona as these teams trading points. And with substitution as Perry checks in, along with Alyssa Christensen for the first time tonight. Giving a rest to Young and Chase. And it is Christensen to serve. Senior serve is a high arcing serve taken by Iowa Falls-Alden. Set goes near side swing for Reading. It's blocked back. Perry at the net with the block, and the Bulldogs 6-3 the lead in this fourth set. Again the serve for Christensen. High and deep serve taken by Iowa Falls-Alden. Set goes middle, a deep swing for Wibholm. It's a kill. Got it right past all the defenders of the Bulldogs. From a good 10 feet away from the net, maybe a bit more. He was able to choose the angles correctly. 6-4. Iowa Falls-Alden back within 2, and now on to serve is Riley McKibben. Service to the back, taken by Henches. Knapp back set for Etherington, but her tap goes into the net. Could not quite get enough behind that one. Consecutive points for the Cadets. They're within 1, 6-5. Algona leads 2-1 sets overall in this one. Next serve for McKibben. Henches has it. Knapp back sets for Etherington again. A hard swing, and it's down for a kill. Off the hands of Riley McKibben, and then back towards the padding. Out of bounds on the far side of the floor. It's now 7-5 Algona. And to serve is Cam Etherington for the Bulldogs. Line drive serve, but into the net on the far side. So Iowa Falls-Alden back within 1 at 7-6 Algona. Checking in now for Iowa Falls-Alden is Bergenzel. Giving a rest to Emma Harding. And Bergenzel will serve for the Cadets. 7-6 Algona, fourth set. The Bulldogs lead 2-1 overall. Service into the net. We haven't had many service errors today, but when we have, they've been back-to-back. One Algona and then one Iowa Falls-Alden. Happened earlier and happened again right here. Now it's 8-6 Algona leads. Shirley Tierhark checking with some of our officials. Substitution now for the Bulldogs as Alexa Chase checks in. And just serving for the Bulldogs, who lead by 2. Her service taken by Miller. Now a set goes near side swing for Wibholm off a block of the net, but goes back to the Algona side and finds the floor. Nice swing by Wibholm, who's been in the middle of everything for Iowa Falls-Alden tonight. It's 8-7. Bulldogs lead in this fourth, and a service for Redmond. Etherington sets, and a kill for Perry. No! They say a point. Iowa Falls-Alden that was wide. And we're tied at 8. Next service for Redmond. Henches has it. Set far side for Abby Holmes. Her swing high off the block. Tracked down by Wibholm. Set right back there. Near side swing into the net. Point Algona. 4-hit violation called. Apple went in the net, and then Wibholm jabbed out of it again. And that was the 4th hit of that specific rally. So Algona, a 9-8 lead, and now on to serve is Ashlyn Young. Her service high to the back corner. Taken by Iowa Falls-Alden. Set middle tap over by Wibholm and a kill. A good diving effort by Lillian Etherington, but could not quite get her hand under it in time. 9-9 the score. It's been a back and forth fourth set. Not any long rallies. 2 points either side of the longest. Service for Miller. Etherington back set for Holmes. Her swing. It's a kill. No, into the net. Excuse me. Saw that one wrong. It's a point for Iowa Falls-Alden, 10-9. I thought it was blocked into the net, but it did not get over the net in the first place. Next service for Miller. Taken by Henches. Etherington sets far side for Holmes. Her swing. Soft block back. down to the floor, pulling Iowa Falls-Alden. On the block there, Elizabeth Osman. 11-9, Iowa Falls-Alden. 3 straight points and a timeout, Shelley Tierhark in Algona. It's 3 in a row and 5 of 6 for the Cadets, who lead by 2. Well, this broadcast has been brought to you by Daylight Donuts. Open early, serving yummy donuts, rolls, and great coffee. Located at 502 South Phillips Street. By Signworks, for all your signage needs, as well as printed shirts, caps, and jackets, stop in or call 295-9544. And by Farm and Home Services. Check their many listings at farmhomeservices.com. All sponsors of this broadcast on Hometown Radio. 11-9, Iowa Falls-Alden leads in this 4th set. The Bulldogs trying to close things out right now. The Cadets trying to force a decisive 5th set. Still serving for the Cadets is Miller. Her service to the back line. It's taken by Henches. Etherington sets high to the far side for Holmes. Her swing. They're there waiting for it. Redmond sets middle, just tapped over by Wibholm. Back to the Bulldogs. Etherington set again for Holmes. Far side cross-court swing. Tracked down by Bergenzel. High in there and a free ball over by Miller. Back to Algona. Henches to Etherington. Set middle. Tap over Chase. Waiting for it. Redmond. Set near side. Swing for Wibholm and another kill. 12-9, Iowa Falls-Alden. 4 straight points, 6 of 7, and 7 of 9. They lead by 3. Service taken by Etherington. Set deep middle, and Etherington's free ball is over. Back to Iowa Falls-Alden. Near side, tapped over by Osmond. Back to Algona. Etherington backs at Holmes. A swing off the forearms of Bergenzel, and now free balled over by Wibholm. Back to Algona. Etherington set middle swing. Holmes. That's a kill. That snaps the streak of 4 straight points won by the Cadets. Algona back within 2. 12-10, Iowa Falls-Alden leads in this 4th. Checking in now, Shayla Knapp. She will serve. Knapp service taken by the Cadets. Set middle swing for Wibholm. Cross court diving save by Young. Free ball over by Henches somehow. What a point for the Bulldogs. Set near side swing into the net. Point Algona. Wibholm could not get out of that one enough, and Algona gets a huge point. Great effort to save that point a couple of rallies ago. 12-11, Algona within 1 of the 4th, and Knapp will serve. Taken by Redmond. Set by Osmond, near side. Swing for McKibben. It's a kill. Off a touch by Holmes, then caromed into the stands. 13-11, Iowa Falls-Alden. Back in front by 2, and they have Wibholm on serve. Her service, cross court, taken by Henches. Knapp sets far side. Holmes, a cross court swing. Waiting for it is Wibholm. Set for Wibholm. She free balls over high off the net. Pinballing around high in there and free balled over by Young. Back to Iowa Falls-Alden. Set middle. Swing into the net for Osmond. Point Algona. Bulldogs are back within 1. 13-12. Iowa Falls-Alden leads in this 4th set. And now Abby Holmes to serve. Her service is deep. Taken by Miller. Set. Middle and a deep swing for Wibholm. It's a kill. Perfectly placed on the far side of the floor, just past the outstretched reach of Ashlyn Young, who dove headlong for that ball but could not quite get it. 14-12, Iowa Falls-Alden. Algona leads 2-1. On to serve Mulford for the Cadets. Knapp sets near side. Etherington taps, kept alive by Iowa Falls-Alden. Now free balled over, back to the Bulldogs. Holmes to Knapp, back to Holmes who free balls herself, back to Iowa Falls-Alden. Now a deep swing for Wibholm, waiting for it Etherington. Knapp sets back for Etherington, far side, swing and a kill down the line. Misdirection by Cam Etherington, looked middle, changed at the last second, went to the hit down the line and caught the defense sleeping, and it's a point for the Bulldogs. They're back within 1. 14-13, Iowa Falls-Alden. And in to serve again is Alyssa Christensen. Senior service Taken to the back line by Wibholm. Now a set, near side, swing for Harding. It's a kill. It's Christensen. Not quite ready for that one. Now 15-13 Iowa Falls-Alden. Now back in for the Bulldogs is Henches. And on to serve is Riley McKibben. McKibben serve, taken by Etherington. Knapp, back set, and a swing here for Kaylee Carroll, kept alive. Out of the far side of the swing for Redmond, high in the air off the ceiling, tracked down by Algona. Etherington cross-court swing. The Cadets have it. They push it back over to Algona's side. Set, far side swing, Etherington, cross-court. Harding waiting for it. Now a tap over at the net by Hill, back to the Bulldogs. Set goes far side, just swung over by Henches. Back to Iowa Falls-Alden. Near side swing. Wibholm punched back, but out of bounds. A nice swing by Jenny Wibholm. And it's a 16-13 Iowa Falls-Alden lead in this fourth set. Now to serve, Riley McKibben. Service taken momentarily by Etherington, but it's an ace. Kind of bounced off of her chest and could not quite get it high into the air. It got on her so quickly. 17-13 Iowa Falls-Alden. 3 straight points won by the Cadets. Next service, it's out. The service error. And there's a much-needed point for the Bulldogs. Now within 3, 17-14. And a sub for Algona is back in is Lillian Etherington, replacing Shaylin Knapp. Service over by Cam Etherington. Back over to the Bulldogs. Had a swing by Perry, but into the net. Just to miss it. And Iowa Falls-Alden back in front by 4, 18-14. Checking in to serve is Bergenzel for the Cadets of Iowa Falls-Alden. Serving on my right to my left. Her service taken by Holmes. Tap over by Etherington and a kill. The setter Etherington. The back set over the net and found the open space. What a move. The Bulldogs back within 3. 18-15 on to serve Alyssa Henches. Can the Bulldogs put a streak together here? Service taken by Wibholm. Set near side. Swing for Wibholm again. It's too long. The Bulldogs back-to-back points are within 2 again. 18-16, and they still have Henches on serve. Fourth set, Algona can close the match out with a win here. Serve is over by Henches. Set, middle, swing for Hill, tracked down off the shoulder of Henches, but cannot quite control that bounce. It goes out of bounds. 19-16, Iowa Falls-Alden. Now a sub for the Cadets. Back in is Elizabeth Osmond, replacing Jocelyn Mulford. Now a timeout called by Algona. 19-16. Iowa Falls-Alden leads in set number 4. Algona won set 1, 25-22, and set 2, 26-24. Iowa Falls-Alden fought back with a third set win, 25-22. Now they lead in this fourth set, 19-16. They try to force a decisive fifth set. The Bulldogs, of course, want to avoid that. They still got plenty of time here. Down by 3, 19-16. But they cannot waste many more points here in this fourth set. Thanks for listening here on Hometown Radio KLGA. Mark Randy with you. Thanks to Mike Vandy back in our Hometown Radio studios as well. Iowa Falls-Alden will serve with their senior Abby Redmond. Her service, Henches has it. Holmes, a diving save, free ball over by Etherington. Back to the Cadets. Redmond set near side. Wibholm a swing high off the block. Henches has it. Etherington sets for Holmes. Far side swing. It's a kill off the block. Bulldogs are within 2 again, 19-17. And they get on serve. Checking in is Ashlyn Young. She is back to serve. And the Bulldogs put a run together. Down by 2 late in this fourth set, but leading 2-1 overall. Young serve, taken by Wibholm. Redmond sets back for Wibholm. Her swing off a block, punch back to Iowa Falls-Alden. Set again. It's Wibholm, kept alive by the Bulldogs. Etherington sets far side. Holmes tapped over. It's a kill again. Algona's within one, 19-18. They've won 2 in a row, 4 of 5. And Young to serve for a tie in this 4th set. Service is over, pinballing around, a free ball back over, but it goes on the far side of the antenna, and the Bulldogs tie it up, 19-19, point for Algona. That's 3 points, 1 in a row, and a timeout called by Iowa Falls-Alden. 19-19 the score in this 4th set. The Bulldogs have rallied back to a tie. Well, good effort here again by these Algona Bulldogs. There's been a lot of late comebacks in sets in this one here tonight. It was Algona in the first set. Algona overcoming an Iowa Falls-Alden comeback in the second. And then Iowa Falls-Alden turned it on late in the third to pick up that win. And now it's Algona trying to do the same thing here in the 4th set. It's the Bulldogs back out onto the floor. And on to serve is Ashlyn Young for the Algona Bulldogs. Her service high and short, taken by Wibholm. Set near the net. Wibholm taps over, waiting for it is Etherington. Young swings high into the air, and it's kept alive by Miller. Set to the near side. Swing Wibholm again, blocked into the net. Pinballing around down to the floor. A point for Iowa Falls-Alden. Double hit there called before it didn't find the floor, as Algona could not get that one out from the net. 20-19 Iowa Falls-Alden, and on serve is Miller. Service cross court. Henches has it. Etherington sets for Holmes. Far side swing. Blocked high into the air. Pushed back over. Now the Algona's had it again. And it falls to the floor. Young popped it up but could not quite get out of the way as Etherington came racing in but could not get around Young. 21-19 Iowa Falls-Alden. Miller will serve again. Deep serve. It's taken by Etherington. Set for Holmes. Far side. Swing down the line. It's a kill. Goes high off a touch, out of bounds. A big, powerful swing by Abby Holmes gets the Bulldogs back within one. 21-20 Iowa Falls-Alden. Now checking in to serve is Shaylin Knapp. 21-20 Iowa Falls-Alden in this 4th set. Knapp serve. Taken by Redmond. Set near side. Swing from McKibben to the back line. Taken by Young. Knapp sets middle and swung over by Chase. It's just a bit long. 22-20 Iowa Falls-Alden. Substitution as Emma Harding checks in for Abigail Bergenzel. And serving, Wibholm. Service taken by Henches. Knapp sets deep middle, free balled over by Young, but wide to the left. 23-20 Iowa Falls-Alden. The Bulldogs in danger now of playing a 5th set. Need a rally here. Down 3 late in the 4th. Next serve by Wibholm. Taken out of a knee by Henches. Tapped over by Chase. Back to Iowa Falls on the near side swing for Harding. It's a kill. Line drive right through the middle of the defense. It finds the floor. It's set points for Iowa Falls-Alden. 24-20. Serving again is Wibholm. Junior serve. Henches has it, but it goes into the net. It's down to the floor for an ace. And we will play a 5th set. 25-20. Iowa Falls-Alden takes set number 4. And we will head to a decisive 5th set. Algona took set 1 and set 2. Iowa Falls-Alden on the comeback trail. Set 3 and set 4. We'll take a 1-minute break. We'll come back with set 5 next on Hometown Radio, KLGA.
Come on, Canucks, let's go!
Back here at Algona High School, on to set number 5. Algona took care of the Cadets in set 1 and set 2, 25-22, and then 24-20 or 26-24. And then Iowa Falls-Alden fought back in set 3, 25-22, and took set 4, 25-20. Now playing here in set number 5. We'll see if the Bulldogs can avoid a loss after claiming the match's first 2 sets, or we'll see if Iowa Falls-Alden can complete the comeback after falling behind 2-0 early. Thanks for listening here on Hometown Radio KLG, or listening and watching on the Algona High School video stream. Mark Randy with you. Thanks to the entire video crew here at Algona High School. Thanks as well to Mike Vandy back in our Hometown Radio studio. Thanks as well to all of our sponsors for helping make this broadcast possible. It's a good one. 5-setter. Again, played just 15 points. Keep that in mind. So, a big rally early, a big run early really could be the difference in a set. Played just to 15 points. We'll see what is in store here for this one. It'll be Algona on my right, Iowa Falls-Alden on my left. The Bulldogs trying to win their first match versus Iowa Falls-Alden since 2011. The Cadets trying to win their 9th in a row versus Algona. You can hear the crowd reaction. The Cadets, they have taken the court. Up here on the Crow's Nest at Algona High School, sitting right beneath the visiting cheering section. The Bulldogs off to my right. Their student section on the far side of the court. Algona on my right, Iowa Falls-Alden on my left. A big conference match here tonight. The Bulldogs at 2-1 early conference play. Iowa Falls-Alden at 1-2. Algona is tied for 3rd in the conference. Iowa Falls-Alden tied for 5th. Getting ready as our officials just checking on the lineups, making sure everyone is good to go. We are ready for a 5th set here tonight. As there's a little kid in front of the Algona student section doing push-ups, being cheered on by all the students. Did a pretty good job there between sets, keeping us entertained. It will be Iowa Falls-Alden to serve first from left to right. Ball in her hands is the senior Abby Redmond. Her service, cross court, taken by Etherington. Set near side for Holmes. A deep swing down the middle, taken by Redmond. And it falls to the floor. Miscommunication by the Cadets. And the Bulldogs, they catch a break. They lead 1-0 in the 5th. That ball was hit sky high. Plenty of time for any of the Cadets to get to that one. And they all thought someone else was going to get to it. Algona will take it and lead 1-0 early in this 5th. Now checking in is Ashlyn Young. She will serve for the Bulldogs. 1-0 Algona in the 5th. Young service high and deep, taken that time by Bergensdale. Now set middle swing for Wibholm. Waiting for it is Young. Etherington sets for Holmes. Near side cross court swing high off a block. Bergensdale to Redmond. Far side Wibholm. Cross court swing and a kill. Splits the defense right between Etherington and Young. They both dove but could not get that ball. They're tied at 1. Served by Miller for Iowa Falls-Alden. It's an ace. As Young for the side step in front of that ball, got a hand on it, but he deflected sideways and out of bounds. 2-1 Iowa Falls-Alden after the service ace. Next serve by Miller. Etherington sets near side for Holmes. Her cross court swing into the net. 3-1 Iowa Falls-Alden. They've won 3 straight points in this 5th set. Miller to serve for the Cadets. From my left to my right. Cross court. Taken by Etherington. Set middle and tapped over somehow by Ashlyn Young. To the far side. Free ball back over by Osman to the Bulldogs. Etherington sets middle for Holmes. A swing taken though by Iowa Falls-Alden. Set far side. Swing for Wibholm. Kept alive by Etherington. Set for Holmes. Near side. Cross court swing. It's a kill. Point there goes to the kill from Abby Holmes, but what an effort by Ashlyn Young. There was a mistimed jump by Alexa Chase, but Young did a back the play up, just punched it over and kept the point alive. Eventually a point for the Bulldogs. Knapp into serve. Set near side swing. Wibholm high off the block, kept alive in the air, popped up far side, and free ball over by Young. Back to Iowa Falls-Alden. Redmond sets Wibholm far side swing and a kill. What a point. Intensity increasing with every point here in this fifth set. 4-2 Iowa Falls-Alden. And back to serve is the junior Wibholm, who has been the star tonight for the Cadets. Her service taken by McCauley. Set near side, Holmes, swing, and it's just wide to the left. Oh, that was close. 5-2 Iowa Falls-Alden. Now a timeout called by Algona. The Cadets on a bit of a run here. They've won 5 of the last 6. They fell behind 1-0. And 5 of the 6 since then. They lead 5-2. They're feeling pretty good about themselves. They won set 3, won set 4, lead here in set 5. Bulldogs trying to avoid a loss after leading 2-0 the set score. Still early in this fifth set, down by just 3, 5-2. Back to serve again for Iowa Falls-Alden, the junior Jenny Wibholm. See if Algona has a rally in them here. Wibholm serve, it's a short one, taken by McCauley. Knapp sets near side, swing Holmes, cross court, Miller has it. Now a set by Redmond, far side, swing Harding, it's a kill. Another point for Iowa Falls-Alden, 6-2. Nice swing there by Emma Harding, the senior. Wibholm will serve again. Down the middle, McCauley to Knapp. Near side, swing for Holmes, tapped to go, blocked back, kept up in the air. Again, Holmes reloads her swing high into the air, tracked down by Miller, free balled over by Wibholm. Young, Knapp, Holmes taps, kept alive, pinballing around, free ball back over by Miller. Algona, Knapp sets near side, swing for Etherington. We have a whistle, a double hit called against Iowa Falls-Alden. I cannot hear the whistle. It must have happened a while ago. Algona was pleading their case for it, and they got the call. 6-3. Now serving is Abby Holmes for the Bulldogs. That goes to the far side. Swing for Harding, blocked high into the air. Tracked down by Knapp, free balled over by Holmes. Almost a kill, diving save by Wibholm, and free balled over by Harding. Back to Algona, but wide to the left. And the Bulldogs within 2, 6-4 in this fifth set. Serving again now for Algona, Abby Holmes. Her service, line drive, taken off the shoulders of Miller. And a swing for Harding, it's long. 3 straight for Algona. They're within 1, 6-5. And again serving is Abby Holmes for the Bulldogs. Her service to the middle. Miller has it. Set, deep middle swing for Wibholm. Diving save by Young. Swing now for McCauley. Cross court and a kill. A laser beam. And we're tied at 6. 4 in a row for the Bulldogs. And Holmes serving again to take a lead in the fifth. Service, cross court. Set over, back to the Bulldogs. As Knapp sets middle. McCauley swing again. Another laser and a kill. 5 in a row for the Bulldogs. 7-6 Algona. Timeout Iowa Falls-Alden. Molly McCauley with back-to-back shots and kills, tying the score and then giving Algona a lead. 7-6 in this fifth set. Remember, play just to 15 points. We're already about halfway through. Rallies like this, 5-point swings in a fifth set, all important. Algona leads by 2 in this fifth set. If you're just joining us, first of all, you missed a whole lot of action. Algona won set 1, 25-22. Algona won set 2, 26-24. Iowa Falls-Alden in set 3, 25-22. And Iowa Falls-Alden forced to 5th with a 4th set victory, 25-20. Now Algona leads 7-5 in set 5. Holmes on serve again. The Bulldogs currently winners of 5 points in a row. Service taken by Redmond. Now set near side. Tapped over, blocked back, and a kill. McCauley and Etherington combine on the block, and the Bulldogs a 3-point lead. They've won 6 in a row. 8-5 Algona. Holmes next serve. Taken again by Redmond. Set, middle, swing, blocked back, still on the St. or on the Iowa Falls-Alden side. Pop back now into the Algona side, and a deep swing for Abby Holmes, but it goes into the net. Kind of a weird point there, and Iowa Falls-Alden breaks the streak of 6 straight won by the Bulldogs. They're within 2, 8-6. Scoreboard says 8-7. I think it should be 8-6. Next serve over. Taken by the Bulldogs. Set near side swing for McCauley. High into the air off Milford. Now far side swing for Wibholm. Waiting for it is Young. In the middle, McCauley, another swing. It's a kill right on the line of the back left corner. 9-7. Well, that was my mistake. That was the right score. 9-7 Algona. Next serve by Henches. Set, middle swing, Wibholm deep. Henches tracks it down. Now Knapp saves the day and free balled over by Etherington. Back to Iowa Falls-Alden. Redmond set, middle swing. Harding blocked back and a kill. Molly McCauley. Solo block for the Bulldogs. 10-7 Algona. McCauley turning it on in the 5th set. Henches to serve. Wild take, it's an ace! Wibholm could not quite control that one, and Algona 11-7. Second timeout now called by head coach Steve Barheit of Iowa Falls-Alden. 11-7, the Bulldogs lead on quite a run. They trailed 6-2. They have won 9 of 10 since it was 6-2. What a run for these Algona Bulldogs. They won 6 in a row, lost 1, and now have won 3 in a row once again. 11-7, Algona leads. Can they avoid falling here at home after leading 2-0? Close out this 5th set and pick up the win. We are about to find out. Meanwhile, can Iowa Falls-Alden continue to fight back against adversity? They won set 3 and 4 to force this 5th. Need to come back here in the 5th set. Henches serves her team in front, 11-7 in the 5th set. Service is over. Miller. Redmond sets far side for Harding. Short swing taken by Etherington. Deep swing for Holmes. Back corner just a bit long. And a much needed point for the Cadets. They're within 3, 11-8. Algona leads in this 5th. Into serve now is Riley McKibben. McKibben serve down the far side, taken by Etherington. Set near side. McCauley taps over, diving save by Mulford. Now tap back over to the Bulldogs side. Knapp sets near side Etherington. A cross-court swing, too long. Back-to-back points for the Cadets. They're now down by just 2, 11-9. And still on serve is Riley McKibben. The junior standing on the far side of the floor. Goes down the far line, taken by Etherington. Knapp, that's been a McCauley swing, and a kill again. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. McCauley is having herself quite a 5th set. 3 kills, a block, all in close proximity. All part of this run for the Bulldogs. 12-9 Algona. Cam Etherington will serve. Service taken by Miller. Now Harding sets far side, just tapped over by Wibholm to the Bulldogs. Etherington sets McCauley again. Swing and a kill! Molly McCauley is taking over for the Bulldogs. 13-9 Algona. The Bulldogs are 2 points away from a victory here in 5 sets. Etherington's next serve. Wibholm has it. Redmond sets far side. Swing for Hill. It's just a bit long. And the Bulldogs have many match points. 14-9. Cam Etherington serving for the match. High and short serve. Miller has it. Redmond sets far side. Swing for Whitholm. High off a block. Tracked down by Holmes. Etherington now free ball over by Perry. Back to the Cadets. Whitholm sets far side. Tap over by Hale. Blocked back. McCauley for the match. Algona wins in 5, 15-9. Molly McCauley just took over in the 5th set and leads the Bulldogs to a victory over the Iowa Falls-Alden Cadets for the first time since October 18th, 2011. Algona wins in 5. Your final score, 25-22, 26-24, 22-25, 20-25, and 15-9 in favor of the Algona Bulldogs. What a 5th set. What a match this was here tonight. It was a lot of fun to bring it to you on Hometown Radio, KLGA. Well, thanks to everyone here at Algona High School. Thanks to those involved with the video stream on the Algona High School website. Thanks as well to Mike Vandy back in our Hometown Radio studios. We got more sports coverage for you coming up tomorrow. Of course, Algona football here on Hometown Radio. Bishop Garrigan football over on Home Country Radio. Of course, both those teams at home. You can find all that coverage here on Hometown and Home Country Radio. And then, of course, the Coaches Show coming up on Saturday morning as well. But for now, this is Mark Graney signing off. Thanks for listening. Again, Algona wins in 5 sets. They knock off the Cadets for the first time in nearly 8 whole years. Thanks for listening and have a great rest of your Thursday evening.